Good day, this is Brian Reynolds with the Federal Bureau of Land Management. I'm a petroleum engineering technician taking the Petroleum Computational Methods class at Nicholls State University. I'm going to go over a short video on calculating a volume for a cylindrical tank with spherical ends, basically like a propane tank. So, like I said, we're going to start calculating a volume. The problem that we're going to work is from page 183, problem 6 in the self-test section. You got a hemispherical cylindrical tank that is 28 feet long in just the cylindrical section, 14 feet in diameter, and the radius will be 7 feet, and each end is got a radius of 7 feet. So question 6 asks how many barrels can this tank hold? Well, a couple of things that might be handy depending on how you want to do it. 1 barrel equals 42 gallons. So if you want to calculate the volume in gallons, you can. However, since the question asks for barrels, you can look in your Halliburton Red Book if you have it. If not, you can Google it. But being that our measurements are already in feet, therefore when you do the calculation, it will be in cubic feet. You can use a multiplication factor, which is 0.1781, which will convert a cubic foot to a barrel. And that will come in handy later. That will also keep you from having to use other conversion factors. So the first thing we want to do is calculate the cylinder. Honestly, you can do this in any order, but for me this is going to be a little bit easier. So how do you calculate the volume of a cylinder? So you have your base area times height equals V equals pi r squared times height. So once you get the area basically of a circle, and which would be squared, and then take that times the height, that will give you a volume calculation which will be cubed. So your radius was 7, so 7 times 7 is 49. So now you'll take pi times 49 times 28, and that will give you 4,310.62 or 265 feet cubed. Write this down, you'll need it later. Next, we're going to calculate the ends. Basically, if you take both ends, take them off the cylinder and put them together, you're going to have a sphere. So there is a way to calculate those independently, but to save steps, we just go ahead and calculate it as a sphere. That way it will be 4/3 times pi times r cubed. So take 4/3 times 3.14 times 343, because 7 times 7 times 7 is 343 feet cubed, will give you 4.1888 times 343 equals 1,436.755 feet cubed. And that will be the volume of just the ends. Now all you gotta do is take the volume of your cylinder and the volume of your sphere and add them together. Mind you, this is going to be in cubic feet, so you'll take 4310.265 cubic feet plus 1436.755 cubic feet, and you will get 5,747.02 feet cubed. Now this is where we go back to your factor. You didn't have to convert any distances or anything like that, or I should say measurements. Since we're already in cubic feet, there's a direct conversion for cubic feet to barrels, which is, like I said, was 0.1781. You take that times your cubic feet of 5747.02, and you'll come up with 1,023.54 barrels. Have a good day.